Hello and welcome to another video. Today it's not going to be a very long video, but a very rather technical one. So the thing we're going to talk about today is this little fellow right here. That's the high pressure fuel sensor. And we had somehow quite a few cars, or I know quite a few cars who had the series. I don't know which cars actually are, which means the issue, or you get the issue code triggered one, and I never had any issues with this particular sensor, but I took it out just to check and make sure it's all right, because we know a few cars which had the issue. So this one's located right underneath the intake manifold, just a little bit to the right. I'm going to show you the place where it actually is. So the issue with this one is it's sealed up like this with a little plate. You have to force that thing off, and then you can see then you can see the connections inside. I'm going to show you a few pictures and a video of how they look when they are not attached. Then you can just place them down, and then our recommendation is you just fill them up completely with something like this. It's sealant, something you can use, just some filler stuff for electronics, and then you can just bond them down. It's not welding, just make sure it's very high temperature, or it just can withstand very high temperatures, because it's in front of the engine, and you're gonna have 130, 140, maybe 150 degrees. This one's, I don't know, 160 something, I think. Wait, let me check. There's a lot of these stuff available for long-term use, not long-term exposure at 250 degrees, so that's quite easy. It's Loctite, or it's from Loctite, the 5145. Yeah, you can use it for a lot of stuff actually. So we just use it for to fill up these, and then we fill up the whole part, and then put this one back on top. And there's actually, I think Lampspeed has an aftermarket solution for that. I'm not a huge fan of aftermarket stuff when you can make the OEM stuff work, especially if you don't have any issues, like I don't have any with mine. So yeah, we just keep it stock. So you can repair these for, it's not that expensive. If you have to buy a complete thing for just one sensor, then it might get a little bit more. But blah blah blah. Yeah, it just the thing that takes the longest for this is a product. It's it needs 72 hours to be completely cured, so 3 days, and that's what takes very long. If we have client cars here, they need to be here for at least 3 days, because replacing this one or taking this one out takes maybe half an hour. One thing I want to show you. Let me get out of the picture again, and here we are. You have two rings, one up here, the little one, then you have the big rubber sealant, and then you have another, it's three actually, and small, the third one. This one right here, the small one, if you take it out, this, and then you have kind of this ring here. If you take it out, the smallest one, it tends to be stuck in the engine, so you have to have a very precise tool to take it out, but that's basically everything, and I think every shop can do that. I don't think I'm gonna make a video in 3 days when I'm gonna put this one back in, but I'm gonna show you the location of it. And yeah, so let's hop on to the car, and I'm gonna show you the location, then I'm gonna show you how I fill this up and put the lid back on, and that's it. So, I don't know if you can see the plate down there. Maybe like this. It's behind here. It's this hole right here. yeah, now you can see this one right here. So it's quite easy to take out, depending on what you all have in the car, but that's quite easy to take out. It's just 2 bolts, these 2 bolts, and it's secured with this one. So yeah, so it's not a very complicated part to change. You just need some time, depending on what stuff you use to fill it. It will maybe there's some faster solutions out there, but yeah, 300 or it's 300 degrees max, 250 degrees Celsius permanent maximum exposure, so that should be quite fine down there. Oh, by the way, the solution from Toyota is to just exchange it, and when they exchange it, the new ones they tend to break again, so better fix the old one and never have that issue again. I think even the Rally 2 cars, they have this sensor filled, or at least some will have that. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Have a good week. Goodbye.